Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and this is one of the first, well, if not the very first video of 2019, which is crazy. And yes, as you can see, my hair has faded so much. I am going to be redoing it kind of soon, hopefully. Basically, the bleach we used last time was just really bad, and yeah, it didn't really work too well, so my natural hair is coming through underneath, and it's kind of a green, got a green thing going on, but anyway, my hair will be redone at some point. I'm not really that bothered. I think the proper blue will be returning kind of soon as I find a good bleach. So today I wanted to talk about something that probably isn't mentioned too much, and I want to break down some barriers, I think, because everything kind of can appear all sunshine and rainbows when it really isn't. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about mental health, or dealing with mental health whilst travelling. So I just want to say, it might sound like travel anxiety or like something like that. I don't personally suffer from travel anxiety or get anxious about the thought of travelling or anything, because I do know people who have that. I'm not talking specifically about that, but I suppose some of what I'm going to say might help with that as well, but it's not specifically for like travel anxiety or anything like that. I'm just going to discuss things from my personal experience dealing with various mental health related things and dealing with it whilst travelling. So something that wasn't really mentioned or shown in my vlogs all last year when we were travelling around Europe was my mental health during the trip. I think it is a really big misconception that whilst having such amazing opportunities and amazing experiences, that you're going to be happy 24/7. Yeah, travelling was amazing and I love travelling, I can't wait to do more, but it's not a fix to the problems. Just because you're having these amazing experiences and given such incredible opportunities, it doesn't just fix the issues that you have. It didn't just make my mental health problems come to a stop. Yes, I was extremely happy, but equally it was very difficult in many ways whilst dealing with my mental health, and I have to admit that I had some quite dark moments during the trip last year. A reason I wanted to make this video was because I have been scared to talk about stuff like this, like properly in YouTube videos for a while, because it's terrifying to talk about, but equally I want to start breaking down barriers and trying to make my little pathway on the internet to making a change and helping people within the realm of mental health and stuff. I don't even know if I've made a proper sentence then, my brain's not really working very well today. I am quite sick of things being sugar-coated and made out to be perfect when in reality it's not. And yes, I'm kind of a hypocrite because in the van vlogs I didn't talk about anything that was happening regarding my mental health because I was frightened to. It's a massive deal and I don't really want the entire internet and people watching these videos to know every single little detail of my personal life, you know? It's terrifying admitting things to an audience, and I definitely wasn't in a place to do that at the time. And also, one thing, I don't really want this to be like all negative and dark and stuff, like it's not being like that, I'm just being real. But yeah, a part of why I didn't share it as well was because I didn't want to make the van vlogs negative or unhappy, because it was such an amazing time. I didn't want to taint it with any negativity. I really like that they're filled with so much positivity and happiness shared between Sam and I. I love how they turned out, and so I don't regret not putting in my mental health stuff at the time. So yeah, opening up, my mental health wasn't the greatest during the van trip, and that's down to various reasons, not all that I'm going to go into at all. And I think even though I'm talking specifically about us travelling in a converted transit van, I think this can apply to people travelling like backpacking or just generally travelling on holidays, you know, just general travel. So here are some ways that I dealt with my mental health whilst travelling. Number one that I've written down is reading a book. These aren't in any particular order, by the way, it's just as they came into my head I wrote them down. Yeah, reading a book. On the van trip I spent more time than I thought I would reading, and that was brilliant because it's such a distraction. You can be pulled into a completely different world. It is just nice if you're starting to feel a bit off or a bit anxious about something, delving into another world and just being completely distracted by that is such a help, and it's so calming as well, like it really calms me down. Bring a book or like use iBooks or, you know, read something online. Just reading really helped me. Second thing I've written down is going on a walk or going on a run. Now personally, being a runner, I would prefer to go on a run. I really struggled because of the heat whilst we were travelling, so I didn't actually do much running at all. When I did, it was really hard. I'm not a fan of running in the heat personally. I'm more of a cold weather runner. But yeah, I did enjoy going for runs and it cleared my head. And going on walks whether that's with the person you're travelling with or on your own. Personally for me, going on a walk just to clear my head, like I know you're travelling and doing lots of exploring anyway. So yeah, just going on a walk if you're in a busy place and it's all feeling quite overwhelming or claustrophobic. Yeah, going on a walk really helped me. So I suppose this one's specifically for if you're with a lot of people or with someone. Yeah, me and Sam lived together in the van, so we were kind of together 24/7, which was fantastic. But also at times if you're not feeling brilliant, even if the other person doesn't mean to, they can sort of irritate you and they can sort of get on your nerves a little bit if you're already feeling a bit anxious or down or whatever. And I think it's just so healthy to have time on your own, because we were together 24/7 pretty much for the whole time that we were travelling. And so taking time for myself was really important, and Sam also, but specifically with mental health, just having time on your own, because what I find is if the other person is trying to help, sometimes what they're saying is contradicting what's in my head, and it can all get a bit confusing. You don't really know what you yourself are thinking, and so I just found like getting away for myself, this links to the going on the walk point that I made, just getting away, taking time for yourself, that's what I found really important during the van trip. Another point I've made is talking to family at home. Yeah, I missed my family and my animals and stuff. Personally for me, I didn't feel homesick or anything like at all during the entire trip, because it was such an amazing experience, and I just felt at home having all these amazing experiences. But even so, if you are feeling down, it is nice to talk to family at home and just see pictures of the dogs and cat and stuff. I'm really sorry about the lighting, the sun has just come out and everything's just gone crazy with my camera. But yeah, the next point that I was making was another way to deal with mental health is keeping your space tidy. So whether you're staying in a hotel or whatever, I always feel that having a messy space just really contributes to having a poor mental health day. So for us living in the van, it could get quite messy quite quickly. If I wasn't feeling good, tidying, like sweeping the floor, just kind of making it feel less cluttered and stuff, because that brings quite a lot of stress and anxiety to me, having quite a cluttered space, because it's just like things that are I just find it hard having things that are unnecessarily there. And so yeah, clearing things out, I just found keeping the space tidy really helped. Another thing I've written down is keeping a routine. That really helps with mental health. Obviously it's hard when you're travelling and like waking up in a different place most days, but having some sort of routine in the morning really helps, or just a routine throughout the day, but especially for me like a morning routine does always help. The mornings were for me some of the hardest times dealing with mental health. Just keeping routine helps, because I suppose it sort of keeps your brain familiar with what's going on, and for me prevented less sort of freakouts. The last thing I've written down is listening to music. This was such an important one to me, and it always is, to be honest. Music helps me so much. If I was feeling a certain way, I knew a certain kind of music was going to help me a lot. Just sitting down, lying down with your eyes closed, just listening to music helped so much. And along with that, I didn't actually write these down because I sort of do them anyway, but for me meditation, I meditate. I've actually sort of got out of the habit of doing it recently, which is really, really bad for me, because I honestly love meditating so much and I've been doing it for so long now. But yeah, meditating was brilliant, especially I got a really bad headache one day, and just sitting down and meditating helped so much to like relieve the pressure in my head. So it's amazing, just not even for like mental health but physical health as well. I found meditating incredible. There are various other things I did to sort of maintain my mental health whilst I was away and to help bad episodes. But these are things I've written down for now. I didn't want this to be super long, so I can make a part 2 to this at some point. So yeah, I just wanted to break down the barrier a little with this video and hopefully help some people if you're travelling and struggling with mental health too. But yeah, one thing I can say is it helped my mental health so much. Being put into situations where you really do have to deal with it brought so much confidence to me, especially with body positivity and stuff. So yeah, so much positivity came into my life from the trip, and it's one of those things you just gotta face your mental health, because otherwise it will stop you from doing what you really want to do. And yeah, I suppose that's all I've got to say for today. I hope this video was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll link the van vlogs in the description, the playlist, if you want to go and watch the van vlogs. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video and have a lovely week. Bye!